Good evening, America. Good evening, America. There's people hammering synced to my apartment earlier. My apartment building. There's been a lot of school buses today. I think today is the last day of school, so that's probably why there's a lot of school buses today, but all of them were synced up though. Like earlier today, like there's a lot of school buses. And then yesterday, the train horn kept going off a bunch of times, really close by. Like it just sounded like it was just sitting in one place close by and just kept honking really loud out there. And I was texting a child predator at the time, and their honking is synced with that, with me like sending text messages and clicking on things and screenshotting and whatever. And my water heater turned on when I set up the live stream. My refrigerator just turned on, synced right now, and just synced up. Oh, my toilet's been gurgling today a bunch of times. There'll just be bubbles coming up through the toilet bowl gurgling. It's always synced every time. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you already know all these things, but it's just happening every day though, you know. Well, I mean, school buses are like kind of rare usually, but saw a bunch of those today though, synced up with Whitey and other stalkers. Anytime I see any kind of bus, really, anytime I see a school bus, anytime I see the tow lift bus, anytime I see an aero bus, anytime I see one of the white buses, anytime I see the pedal bus, anytime I see any type of bus, stalker bus, pretty much. Like there's been a few like aero buses where I'm like unsure about it, but like anytime I see like the yellow school bus, or anytime I see the Panther school bus, or anytime I see at least 99% of any aero bus or any type of bus, especially the tow lift and the yellow school bus and the Panther school bus. Anytime I see those, especially, anytime, every time, all the time. Dang, where are all my fellow Americans? 0 people in here still. Hey, there's a person. Hello, my fellow American. Good evening. Oh, they left. At least I got my NSA agents watching me. They're not gonna say anything, but they're just gonna watch me though. At least they're in here hanging out with me. How y'all doing? Ah, America. There's a blue car in the parking lot. Driving out of the parking lot. We're gonna walk up. There's two red cars meet each other at the intersection. And I think a third red car maybe. And then a whitey with it. And then another whitey with them. And then the red car is parking, and he's parking right as a blue car drives out, and a whitey drives out too, and it is probably at the same time. And then syncing with the red car with the blue car getting to the edge of the parking lot at the same time. And then she got out of the parked red car with the red shirt, and then this bird flew over my head right as the blue car got to the intersection. And then she's walking across with the red shirt out of the red stalker car. And then when she gets to the other side, the blue car is coming back out. And then there's a whitey with it. But when I'm president, though, No more. No more stalkers. They're not gonna be able to stalk me anymore. Because I'm gonna be the president. There's a bunch of stalkers out there. But not when I'm president, though. Because you can't stalk the president. So stalk away, get all out of your system. Because I'm going to be president soon. And you can't stalk me anymore. Fucking stalker heads. Whole parade out there on multiple different streets. Just a multiple street parade non-stop out there. For me, it's kind of crazy. I get it. They're just jealous that I'm gonna be the president. Who's in here? You got any questions for your president? There's a tan car outside. There's this white truck that just started driving in the parking lot right when I walked up. And there's a white SUV. And there's another tan car that's driving through the parking lot. Oh yeah, and I've been seeing a bunch of, and it has a 55, and she's staring up at me, and there's other tan car taking off out of the parking lot when she drives by me, and then a door slammed in the hallway. I've been seeing a bunch of, like, they're walking by in the hallway right now. I'm seeing a bunch of, like, I know this sounds crazy, but not really though. I mean, if you know that they got birds and insects, it's not really that crazy, but there go the whiteys out there. But I've been seeing a bunch of like cotton balls, or just like pieces of like cotton floating through the air. Like I'll just see things like that, or like a little like ball of like fuzz or whatever in the air, and it'll just be flying right in front of me, right when I get across the street or whatever, right when I walk by a crosswalk or whatever, and it'll just be one piece of fuzz in the air. It'll just be one, you know, like it's not like a bunch of pieces of cotton flying through the air. It's just like one that's flying right at me, right at an intersection or a crosswalk or a place like that. I've just been seeing that a lot lately, like today especially. I just see it all the time. Yeah, I just do see it all the time. And I just do. Call me crazy, whatever, but I just do see it all the time. There's probably a lot of it on videos too. I don't know. Probably a few videos with that on it, but I've just been seeing that a lot today. And there's always birds flying around me synced, but there's always birds like walking around synced too. They'll just like walk around me synced, and, like step off of the sidewalk next to me and shit. Just have multiple birds walking around me, flying around me. And then when I was recording today, the one bird kept like circling around and flying over my head a bunch of times. I don't think I've ever got stalked by a bald eagle yet. Yo, there was a parrot stalking me on the one video. Like someone had like a pet parrot or something. Just like, or whatever type of bird. And it's just like sitting out on their porch and it's squawking at me synced. Like all the way up the street from me. Like half a block up the street from me. It just kept squawking at synced moments as I crossed the street. So I saw a stalker parrot I wonder if I go to the zoo if all the animals will be stalking me there. Yeah, I've never seen a stalkered up bald eagle yet. Haven't seen one yet. There's a guy with shorts on a bike, with red shorts on a bike right now. He's stalkered up. Of course. There's red and blue stalkers. What's up? Who's in here? Y'all got any questions, stalker related or not stalker related? Ask me anything, I'll answer anything. There's a bunch of whiteys right now. Ask your president anything. I'm here to answer the questions of the American people. There's a whitey turning in the parking lot and he's synced up with all these other synkheads on the street. And this other car's car door open, synced with it too, I think, in the parking lot. And then the whitey parked and this black truck is driving into the parking lot. And there's other black car turning into the parking lot as he's turning out of the parking lot, and there's a tan car backing up in the parking lot at the same time, and then it's driving forward as a white truck drives behind it. And another black stalker car drove out. And these people walked out and they're probably stalkers, and this car's doing U-turn, he's probably a stalker. And this red car took off right after that. And then it's... and... and then everyone's a stalker except me. Even the birds are stalkers. And even the dogs and the cats are stalkers. And even the babies are stalkers. Unknowingly. But still. I don't know, do they give them a snack if they cry synced? That's not possible though, because they're a baby. There's a guy walking up. Is he a stalker? Tell me why I would want to hire you. Well, number one, I'm not a stalker. Just like everyone else out here is a stalker. I'm one of the few that's not a stalker. So that's one thing. Number two, there's these black and silver stalkers, and then there's a white stalker with them, and then there's another white stalker with it. Number two, I need money. So that's another reason to hire me. Because everyone needs money to live. Number 3, because I need money. This guy in this truck is doing stalker stuff. There's other stalkers. He's getting back in his truck when Whitey drives out, and there's other stalkers. There's a blue stalker and other stalkers. There's a red stalker with the blue stalker, and the truck takes off at the same time. And there's a Whitey when he gets to the parking lot with the truck, and then he's driving out. And then there's a red truck driving by me when he drives out. And there's another car in the parking lot. It's another stalker. And there's a Whitey when he gets to the other side with the truck, and then the red truck is syncing with another red truck, and then there's other stalkers, and there's a white stalker, and there's other stalkers. It's a bunch of stalkers and a bunch of black and silver stalkers. Bunch of white and red and black and silver stalkers. But you don't market yourself well, they'll pick others before you. How don't I market myself well if they don't even give me an interview? How am I supposed to market myself? There's a blue car and a cop car driving out at the same time as each other. And then the cop met 2 red cars at the intersection, I think. Haven't heard a whole bunch of sirens lately, like the past few days. It's been like 1 siren per day, I think. Something like that, 1 or 2. It's usually like 5 sirens per day, or like 3 at least. Your full-time job should be pounding the asphalt, job hunting till you get a job. There's no jobs. I look for jobs every day and there's no jobs. So it just isn't. Because it's a small town and there's no jobs. It is what it is. There's a bunch of red and blue stalkers right now. This is a telelift van. nice town. They don't appear to have money. Okay. My water heater just turned on right now. Who else in here? You got some questions? Blue truck and a whitey and an engine sound all at the same time. It's a white SUV driving into the parking lot right when I walked up to my window. And he's meeting a white van when he drives up to the street, and he's driving through the parking lot out the other side of it and on the street. And then there's red stalkers and other white stalkers. And then there's a blue stalker with the red stalker. And I hear some sound out here. I don't know if it's a lawnmower or what it is, if it's an engine or what. But it might be another stalker, for all I know. They just love to make stalker sounds out here. Just every sound that I hear is a stalker sound out here. So it's probably a stalker sound. People just make stalker sounds around here. Except me. I just make sounds. When I'm making sounds, I'm just making sounds. When these people are making sounds, they just wait till the right moment to make the sound. To do it stalkered up. When I turn on a vacuum cleaner, I just turn it on. I don't stand by it and stare at it and wait till the stalker countdown. And the stalker clown clock. I just turn the vacuum cleaner on, or the lawnmower, or the car, or whatever. I just turn it on. I don't stand by my car and wait to unlock it. I just stare at it. I stare at my phone next to the car and wait to unlock it and then do it. At a stalkered up moment, I just do it. Everyone else, though, does it at a stalkered up moment. And they'll just stand by their car and they'll just stare at it. They'll just be standing out in the parking lot and they'll just stare at their car. And then when another car drives out, then they open the door. And then when they get out of their car, they hit the lock button 666 times in a row. For me, I just hit my lock button one time because that's the only number of times that you need to hit a lock button. You just need to hear a honk one time to know that your car is locked. That's it. Just one time is all you need. I seem to be one of the few people that knows this. Everyone else thinks that if you lock it more times, it makes it more locked. but it doesn't. It just makes you a stalker. They're a stalker. Someone that got out of a blue car with their children, were they stalkers? Let's see, when they walk around the other corner, is there gonna be a stalker? I think they got out when I walked up, but I didn't see it because they're like behind something. This is a truck with an 86 driving up and parking right now, and they're walking around the corner behind the truck out of the blue stalker with their children. And there's a red and a blue and a white stalker. There they are. Car hitting the lock button right now. I think he's a stalker. Just hit it one time though, so. I'll give him that. Who's in here now? Y'all got some questions for your president? I'll answer any questions that my fellow Americans have. Even if you're not American, I'll answer your questions too. If you want to know, are the stalkers still outside? Yes, they are, non-stop, driving by multiple stalker cars. Any other questions? She opened the blue van door and a white car drove behind it. It's crazy, bro. So let's see, when's the election? I was trying to figure out, like, do I get my first presidential paycheck 2 weeks after I'm elected? Or when do I get my first paycheck? I don't know, but in the meantime, show your president some support, send some a Cash App or a PayPal. So that I can make it to presidency. My first presidential paycheck. Who's in here? You got a question for your president? Damn, where is everybody? What in the name of America is happening? Where did everybody go? There's a loud truck outside right now. He's joining the party. Where's all the YouTubers though? Where y'all at? Nobody in here. Dang, you'd think since I'm gonna be the president, people got more questions for me. Usually when someone's gonna be the president, people got a bunch of questions for them, but not today, I guess. I already made myself pretty clear on what I'm gonna do when I'm president, so. Maybe that's why. Where's all the trolls at? They're not gonna send even one troll? It says 0 people. There's not even one troll coming in? You trolling somebody else right now? Are they taking a troll nap? I guess trolls need naps too. It's gotta be draining to be a troll, so they'll probably take a bunch of naps. Whenever they can. Who's in here? What's your question? forgot to mention, I saw someone with a Target bag the other day, like a week ago. Saw someone with a Target bag walk by me at a crosswalk, and I rarely ever see Target bags, but occasionally I'll see a Target bag, and I saw one like a week ago, right at a crosswalk, just walking by me on the sidewalk, right at a crosswalk. So that's exciting. I saw a Target bag. Bro, the trolls okay tonight? Where's all the trolls? I'm starting to feel worried about the trolls. What's that? Got fucking invisible ink messages on my wall or something?